Hi, everybody. My name is Jason.
My name's Caden. I'm Jaden.
I'm Eli.
And we are the YHWH and the Torah channel. And we thank you guys very much for joining us. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your everything. And we extend our little tiny 3-foot table over to you guys. And now we're going to put a couple of leaves in our table, as they say. And for those who don't know what a leaf in the table is,
it's like an extender.
It's an extender, yeah. And this is a glass table, so it's not really, there's no leaves in it. But if you guys can visualize us putting leaves in it and you guys sitting right down next to us, I would appreciate that. And we enjoy your guys' company. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Everyone all right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so you guys all ate a bowl of bad fruit this morning.
It was a little fermented, yeah.
Fermented, and we can't waste anything in this house. So how was it?
It's definitely on the edge of fermentation. It wasn't like bad. It was just like there were some bits that were fermented.
Eli, how was it, buddy? Terrible. Eli had the toughest time going through that, but we can't waste anything in this house, and so if something goes bad, we still got to eat it. And so here we are. All right, so prior to this, I want to go over a couple of things that we had some subs talk about. Not even subs, friends, family. That word subs is just kind of demoralizing. So people that are our family that have commented on this. So Seek the Father said this is there is leprosy now. It's called Hansen's disease. It's around the world, mild at the moment, but who knows soon? It could be, So I don't know if that is true, but I am taking their word for it. And so another brother of ours, Frank, says this. Shalom, brothers and sisters. The Torah Parsha you are looking into today concerning the plague of leprosy is called Tzara'at. Today it is said that it was a form of leprosy, when in fact not all of the cases were, and was actually a spiritual disease that no doctor could cure. A Haftarah teaching called Tazara Metzora, which are two Torah portions that are brought together because they both proclaim Yah's laws, which speak of what is clean and what is not clean. In the Hebrew language, tahor is the word that addresses purity and cleanliness, such as childbirthing and animals. Well, terma is Yah's word that speaks of impure and unclean, which can be the words we speak. And this is why Abba commands us in the power of our words. We are strictly commanded not to commit lashon hara. We've heard this before, right? Mm-hmm. Evil speak, right? We encounter this affliction many times in the Torah throughout Abba's Nebian. Yaz speaks of a curse of plague that would come upon an individual that was gossiping or talking harshly behind someone's back or to their face.
That's what happened to Miriam.
Miriam, right. And this is what he goes on and says that. We can read in Yahuwah's word, Bimidar, Numbers, chapter 12. And when the Israelites were in the wilderness, Aaron and Miriam, Moshe's sister and brother, had spoken against Moshe because of the Cushite wife whom he had taken. And they said, has Yahuwah spoken only through Moshe? Has he not also spoken through us? And Yahuwah heard it. All right, so those are two interesting things. And I appreciate your guys' comments on this. And Let's take a quick little bus ride and see if any one of you guys are able to give me the first 10 commandments. Who wants to give this a shot? Representing Boss Clan.
I think we should rock, paper, scissors, just who draws the short straw.
rock, paper, scissors? All right, who's giving a run?
All right, go again, I guess.
You failed a couple
I
times.
I fail it all the time, but I don't have any other volunteers.
All right, let's do it. Commandment 1.
Be fruitful.
Got it.
Multiply.
Yep, please stop clapping and hitting the table. You're shaking it like a little earthquake, friend. Okay, multiply. I'll make the sound effects. You don't do the clapping.
Be fruitful, multiply.
Okay,
replenish
2.
the earth.
Yep, 3. You got it.
Have dominion and subdue it.
That's it. Congratulations. Next. Okay. That's now to 5.
Every herb with seed in it is fruit for you.
Herb bearing every tree is for food. I'll take that. Yep.
That's 5.
That's 5. Number 6.
Men and women should join to make a family.
That's it. You got it, buddy. All right, 7. Something very important.
Master sin.
Got it. Good job, buddy. We're on a roll here. Let's do it. 8.
Hold on. Oh, it's either remember Yah's name forever, don't eat the blood. Oh, I know what this one is. Oh, hold on, am I wrong?
Oh, we might need to phone a friend.
I think I'm not 100% sure. Hold on.
Come on. Give you 3 seconds. 3, 2.
Don't eat the blood.
Every cling, moving thing that lives shall be food for you. 9, don't eat the blood. 10, walk before me and be
It's
perfect.
because we put those 2 commandments together now in out of order.
And I kind of throw everybody under the bus because we don't.
I was better than
practice
last
this.
time.
That was better.
There.
Yeah, and I guess if you guys actually studied this would be good.
I gotta look over it.
All right, so we're going to break out our handy dandy split screen, and we are going to begin here. Gentlemen, how are you besides eating the bad fruit?
Oh, good. I mean, it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that. It's been fine. Today's been great.
The looks on Eli's face, it looks like it was really bad.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just. I don't know.
He's just
finicky. Little dramatic towards the fruit. It wasn't that bad.
Little dramatic. Okay. All right. So here we are. Before we begin, give me something different than what you guys have given me before. Give me a blessing or a love of something that Yah has created that blesses you, that you're happy, and why. Here's mine. So the other day I was walking, and I put something under my armpit, and I walked with it, and I had something in my hands, and I was able to function and walk around. And we remember when we have moved stuff before, and you guys have things under both armpits, you have things in both hands, we put something around your head, right? Like you'll carry a hose or something of the sort. I find it very amazing that the entire body is able, the functions that we are able to do is amazing. If you try to get a robot and now they do actually have robots that are coming up to snuff with the way humans can work, but we are fundamentally functional, like very functional. We are extremely robust. I have most of my fingers back. I have like one finger right now. I just is kind of bad. My thumb is all back. So I was able to get chewed up, gnawed up by the dogs, and come back, and I'm still functional enough that we have all of these amazing parts of our body that we can do just amazing things. Just simply standing up out of bed and being able to not tip over and fall all the time or something of that sort. Our bodies are created in such a fashion. We are extremely unique creatures, right? Amazing creatures. And so I value and I thank Yah for his amazing designs, not just around us, but in everything that he has done. There is not just a perfection, but there is a masterpiece beyond perfection to everything he has designed. All right, next.
Unrotten fruit.
Unrotten fruit?
Yep.
Boo. Okay, what about it?
It's good. It's not rotten fruit.
So you're happy about non-rotten fruit?
Yep.
And that's the best you got?
Well, that's one of the blessings.
All right, well, give me something.
So
give me something good, something amazing.
Fruit in general, it comes with all seeds. You can replant and have infinite, basically.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, seeds. Even just the grass outside, the way Yah has created his environment it's amazing. How could you think it? A tree works a lot kind of like how humans work. I mean, there's seeds, they drop off, they grow new trees, and it's almost infinite. If you have the right kind of soil, you can grow just about anything. All right, thanks, Eli. Next.
I'm glad for 6 days of work.
6 days of work. You enjoy that rest day, don't you?
Yes, but the 6 days of work, there's so much to do in a week, so we have 6 days to accomplish it.
Yeah, well, those Christians are hardcore. They just go seven. They go seven on 7.
I mean, my respect to them, man. They really run it.
Yeah, they do, and you can tell too. All right, Cade, what do you got?
The ability to learn, the ability to have the knowledge of how to fix your mistakes from the past.
Yeah, we are built in a way that our brain we're understanding, right? So this is something crazy the other day, right? So this is why our brains and we can function and stuff. Our Creator has created us in such a fashion that we can figure things out, right? Simple little things. If we did not have that understanding of how to be kind of clever or how to be, we'd just be robots. Not only are we free thinking and we understand things, we can learn. We can learn, we can adapt, and we can grow. And I guess we're the creatures that Yah created. We're adapting. We can adapt to anything, right? You stick us in cold, we can get fires and we can put stuff on, and they stick us in heat, we can get fans on. I mean, we are extremely versatile individuals and creatures. And when Yah created human beings, it is probably, I don't know if it's one of his greatest, but it is a great creation. All right, Nicole, you got anything? She's back there. She's quiet. She's doing a little mouse thing today. All right, that's a no. All right, so Leviticus 14. Let's dive into this and see what we can figure out. All right, and YHWH spoke unto Moshe, saying, This shall be the Torah of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought unto the priest. And the priest shall go forth out of the camp, And the priest shall look, and behold, if the plague of leprosy be healed in the leper, then shall the priest command to take for him that is to be cleansed 2 birds alive and cling, and cedar wood and scarlet and hyssop. Okay, so this very first thing, we have something we have never seen before. What do we have?
It's what happens when you clean yourself.
Yeah, but something in this we have not seen.
The ingredients of cleaning?
Cedarwood. I haven't seen cedarwood before. I haven't seen that we are like a specific kind of wood that we have right here, right? So we have cedarwood. I thought that was interesting. All right. And the priest shall command that one of the birds be killed in an earthen vessel over running water. What is an earthen vessel, folks?
I think it's like a pot, a clay pot, I believe.
Yeah, clay pot. And it's called in Ezra. It's called mold, mould, and it's like clay. Molded, it's clay. Mm-hmm. And Yah says the earth is infinite, full of mold, but it doesn't have much gold dust. And he's like, what is more? What do you crave more? The stuff that's like hard to get, or the stuff that's fully out there? So it's in an earthen vessel. Why would we put it in an earthen vessel? What's gonna happen?
I don't know why we kill a bird and put them in running water under a pot.
Probably because they break when blood touches you, break it. So maybe it's like you're clean, you break the vessel.
Why wouldn't they take like a brass pot or something where they didn't have to break this?
Maybe to signify he was clean. I don't know. I don't know.
This is a pretty interesting chapter. All right, let's go head on. As for the living bird, he shall take it, and the cedar wood, and the scarlet, and the hyssop, and shall dip them and the living bird in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water. And he shall sprinkle upon him that is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times. That's 7 number. Cycles of 7. And shall pronounce him clean, and shall let the living bird loose into the open field. And he that is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes, and shave off all his hair, and wash himself in water, that he may be clean. And after that he shall come into the camp, and shall tarry abroad out of his tent 7 days. Now it doesn't say what they did with that pot, the molded pot. What would they have done with this?
Broke it, had to break it because blood got into it.
Yeah, blood. So we know because of other Torah commands that we would not keep that clay pot that had blood in it. All right, 9. Okay, and here we are. Cycles of 7. It never ends. 7s and 50s, 7s and 50s, 7s and 50s. Our Creator is not a creator of. He has a reason for everything. But it shall be on the 7th day that he shall shave all his hair off his head, and his beard, and his eyebrows, even all his hair he shall shave off. And he shall wash his clothes. Also he shall wash his flesh in water, and he shall be clean. Okay, hold on here. What just happened?
So basically,
what happened prior to this?
He became clean. They had their little. They had their.
He became clean, but they let him go. So basically, he worked outside. He worked outside of the camp, right?
Yeah, he could come into the camp, but he could not go back into his tent.
Right, and
7 days.
Right, for 7 days he was working outside of his tent, and then on that 7th day, he shaved off all his hair.
I think that was a sign like he's clean. That was like how everyone knew the person was clean.
And his beard.
And his beard and his eyebrows.
Oh man, that poor guy. He's probably like really sad about that beard being shaved off.
I don't know.
He's probably more ecstatic about living and not dying, I would say. All right. Yeah, so anyway, it's your hair, it's your head, it's your eyebrows, armpit hairs? Probably not off your head.
And his body.
And his body? Where does it say his body?
Mine says that.
All right, it says his body, so would that mean he shaves his legs?
I have no idea. I would assume so, because if there's any infection, he has to shave everything.
You'd shave from top to bottom, maybe. I don't know.
Well, on 8 it says he shaves off all his hair, so that could be his whole body.
Yeah. So he shaves off all his hair, but then on the 7th day, so he shaves off all his hair right on his body. And then on the 7th day, he shaves all his hair off his head and his beard, his eyebrows. All right. So probably not his armpits. His armpits would have been like the day before or something, would be my guess. I don't know. All right, 10. And on the 8th day, he shall take 2 he-lambs without blemish, and 1 ewe-lamb of the first year without blemish, and 3/10 deals of fine flour for an oblation, mingled with oil, and 1 log of oil. Anyone know what a log of oil? What did you guys say?
1 log of oil.
A log of oil. I wonder what that is.
Hold on, there is a measurement for this.
Oh, a log. It's actually telling you a measurement, huh? Oh, okay. Eli found it up here. It's about 1/3 quart or about 0.3 liter. All right. So
Yeah, 0.0.
0.3 liter.
0.3 liters or 0.67.
So I'd call that a log of oil. All right. And the priest that makes him cling shall present the man that is to be made cling and those things before Yahuwah at the door of the tabernacle of the assembly. And the priest shall take one he lamb and offer him for a trespass offering, and the log of oil and the wave them for a wave offering before Yahuwah. Now, why would this guy have to have a trespass offering?
Mine says a guilt offering.
Guilt offering. So, why would he have a guilt offering?
Well, like we have in the comments here, our friend here said where it was like they spoke evil and they got these things. This could be why, because it was a guilt offering. He spoke evil and was cursed with this.
What happens if we speak evil and we end up in leprosy here?
Well, we better repent.
Yeah, we shouldn't speak evil at all. That's kind of hard to do, though, among brothers, isn't it?
It's not the easiest.
Eli, how do we go a day without speaking evil? When was the last day you guys went through a day without harassing each other?
Most of it's just in play. Most of it's not like, you know.
Does everybody is everybody enjoy the play?
No, it's not always jokes for everyone.
So when was the last day you guys made it through a day without evil speak amongst the brothers? Oh, do you guys hear that? It's crickets.
I'm thinking here. I don't think there has been a day.
Wow, they just took a bus ride. Yeah. Okay, so let's not get leprosy in this house, right? And this is why what we speak is what comes into fruition, right? Evil is not presented until it comes out of our voice, right? And so this is for, like, everybody should know this, right? Thinking evil is one thing. Actually speaking it becomes live, right? What comes out of our mouth becomes, regardless if it's good or if it's bad, it becomes real. I mean, people aren't, going to school, public school. I will tell you, going for public school was probably the worst times of my life. As a little fat kid in a public school, if you are not dressed like the rest of the world, if you are fat or if you are anything like that, you get harassed, you get bullied, you get owned. And my parents always dressed me in farm gear, right? I had work boots on and like work pants. And so I got owned from the time I got on the bus to the time I ran away from school. I got owned. And so when we have evil speak, and this is something that even though we all kind of had crickets here and everybody kind of went under the bus, this is something in our house that we are absolutely trying to do and learn how to do it properly. And, I am an only child, so I do not understand quite about it. And I'm probably an only child for a reason, because I don't play too well with others, I don't think. So here we go. Evil speak is no good. Let's just go with that. All right. 13. And he shall slay the lamb in the place where he shall kill the sin offering and the ascending smoke offering in the holy place. For as the sin offering is the priest, so is the trespass offering. It is most holy. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering, and the priest shall put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. Where have we seen this before?
The priest anointing.
Yeah, so this is very interesting, right? If Yah is cleansing somebody, right, they wash up, they shave up, and then they kill something, and then you have right ear, right thumb, and right big toe. All right. And the priest shall take some of the log of oil and pour it into the palm of his own left hand. All right. And the priest shall dip his finger in the oil that is in his left hand and shall sprinkle of the oil with his finger 7 times before Yahuwah. Guys, 7 times. This is why the lunar calendar does not work, right? If you are going outside of cycles of 7, then it should be obvious, even reading the Torah where we are at, you're going outside of cycles of 7, right? There is no great day or the new beginnings or something of the sort where you swap a year. Our creator is not a creator of confusion. He is a creator of 7s and 50s, 7s and 50s, 7s and 50s, right? All through this. It doesn't end. Right here, he puts oil in his hand, puts it in and sprinkles it 7 times, right? There we go. Don't mess around with Yah's numbering. 17. And of the rest of the oil that is in his hand, shall the priest put upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed. So this is the tip. Okay, so before that, hold on. He put the blood. Where did he put the blood, right? tip of the right ear. Okay, so it goes on the tip of the right ear. So the blood and the oil goes on the tip of the right ear. Sorry. Guess how I was going with that, trying to figure out where the oil went. Okay, so you put it up on the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot.
Okay, why the right hand, not the left?
I don't know. Upon the blood of the trespass offering. I have no idea, but that's how Yah is sanctifying it. I guess you lefties are out of here, Cade.
Whoops.
Yeah, so I do not know.
I still have a left. I still have a right hand. I still.
But you use your left hand primarily.
I know, but to be sanctified, I just go tip my right.
What happens if the guy had no arm, with no hand? He lost. His...
He wouldn't be in the priest thing anyways. But I mean, if you're doing an offering,
what if he had it? He lost his right arm, and he was a leper, and then he got cleansed. So how would they do it? Would they put it on the nub of his
left hand? I'm sure
left hand, or would they put it on the nub of his wrist or something, wherever he had it?
Probably his right hand, probably the right arm, maybe.
What is this doing? What are we doing here?
It's like
reinstating you back into the camp.
Yeah, but you're when you're done, you're gonna have blood, and now you're gonna have oil on your hair. You're gonna have blood and oil.
You're gonna wash again.
You're gonna wash, but I mean, is this really washing? I mean, are we like super cling and we don't understand that we are cling? I mean, life is in the blood, so we just these are I don't have the answers to this stuff, but I mean, it's incredible that he is able to cleanse him, and the part of the sanctifying, the final piece of it is that there's blood on the ear and the finger and the thumb and the toe. All right. Anyway, I don't have answers. And the remnant of the oil that is in the priest's hand, he shall pour on the head of him that is to be cleansed, and the priest shall make an atonement for him before Yahuwah. Okay, so he just took a log of oil, or what was left of the log of oil, to put it on his head. And the priest shall offer the sin offering and make an atonement for him that is to be cleansed from his uncleanness. And afterward he shall kill the ascending smoke offering. I'll kill the ascending smoke offering. All right, and the priest shall offer the ascending smoke offering and the oblation upon the altar, and the priest shall make atonement for him, and he shall be clean. There's a lot of work to get clean, folks. And if he be poor and cannot get so much, then he shall take one lamb for a trespass offering to be waived, to make an atonement for him, and 1/10 of fine flour mingled with oil for an oblation, and a log of oil. All right, how is that any different? If he's poor, I mean, it seems like the same thing, right? Did we do the same thing?
Yeah, I think
One lamb for the trespass offering.
Okay, and this is the 8th day? Are we going back to the 8th day again?
No, this is a sacrifice. He's got to make his sacrifice when he comes back into the tent, where he gives off the ewe lamb, where he gives all his stuff. But if he's too poor, he still brings a log of oil, but instead he brings like the fine flour.
How many lambs did he bring the first time?
3.
Oh, he brought 3.
He brought 2 male lambs and then one ewe lamb, 8-year-old.
Okay, so yeah, if you're broke,
you
still got to get a lamb though. And I mean, if you're real broke, I don't know how you do that. You got to go borrow it.
Maybe someone.
One male lamb.
You got a neighbor or a friend. I'm sure they'll help you out somehow.
You think? Give you an unblemished, perfect lamb?
I mean, I think Yahshua would help.
I'm sure they have like trade deals, like either there's like a payment for it, or there was like I'll work for the lamb or something. I don't know.
Maybe. It's a good idea. Good thoughts. All right, Eli, you have anything?
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
You sit in silence. Do you want some more bad fruit?
Nope.
All right, let's go. And 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get. And the one shall be a sin offering, and the other an ascending smoke offering. And he shall bring them on the 8th day for his cleansing unto the priest, unto the door of the tabernacle of the assembly before Yahuwah. And the priest shall take the lamb of the trespass offering, and the log of oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Yahuwah. So I think we're talking about 3 different kinds of the same kinds of the burnt offerings, right? Anyone with me? You want to follow along?
It's the same thing, but it's like.
Well, this one's a trespass offering.
All right, we have a grain offering, a burnt offering, and a guilt offering.
So
and a smoke and a burnt offering.
So there's 4 different things.
I think the burnt, grain, guilt, and wave. Yeah, so there's 4 here.
Right. So it takes a lot to get right with Yah. Thank Yah for Yahushua. Right. My goodness. Okay. And he shall kill the lamb of the trespass offering. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering and put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot.
NIV says lobe of the ear. Of the right ear.
Lobe of the right ear. Okay, so that's why I was wondering, because the oil, they said put at the top of the ear, I think is what it said. Anyone with me?
Yeah, it was like the tip of the ear or something.
But tip of the ear could be the top or bottom.
What do you mean the tip? The top?
I mean, you have to
I guess the bottom tip. Top tip. Top. Bottom, I don't know. Well, this guy has like all sorts of blood on his ear and oil and stuff at this moment.
He's gonna need a bath again.
You will. And the priest shall pour of the oil into the palm of his own left hand, and the priest shall sprinkle his finger some of the oil. You guys want to guess how many times?
7.
Yeah. With his finger, some of the oil that is in the left hand 7 times before YHWH. So when we start our new year in the middle of the week or in the middle of a month or in the middle of something that's not, we're outside of the cycles of 7. And the priest shall put of the oil that is in his hand upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the place of the blood of the trespass offering. And the rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall put upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, to make atonement for him before YHWH. And he shall offer the one of the turtle doves or the young pigeons, such as he can get. Do we even talk about this yet? Where do we get birds on it?
Remember in the beginning talking about this? Yeah,
Turtle doves?
In the beginning, right here it says. Hold on, let me see.
Turtle
Yeah, right here at let's see. Yeah, right here in verse 4 says, "Take 2 live and clean birds."
That's the
Oh,
kill.
that's the very first one. So I think this is something different.
Now, if you're like if you can afford, only if you can afford these.
It didn't say that though.
Mine says if he's able to afford.
On 30?
30, it says, "And he shall prepare one of the turtle doves or young pigeons, such as he is able to afford."
That's 31.
No, it's 30.
31 that says that which he's able to afford.
Yeah. Well, and this is the end of 30 as well.
Okay, that doesn't say that anymore on this. Okay, so let's read on 30. And he shall offer one of the turtle doves or of the young pigeons, such as he can get, even such as he is able to get, the one for a sin offering and the other for an ascending smoke offering with the oblation, and the priest shall make an atonement for him that is to be cleansed before YHWH. This is the Torah of him in whom is the plague of leprosy, whose hand is not able to get that which pertains to his cleansing. Okay, so he's broke. All right. And YHWH spoke unto El Moshe and unto El Aaron, saying, when ye are come into the land of Canaan, which I give you for a possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in a house of the land of your possession. And he that owns the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, it seems to me there is, as it were, a plague in the house. Then the priest shall command that they empty the house before the priest, go into it, and see the plague, that all that is in the house be not made unclean. And afterward the priest shall go to see the house. And he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house with hollow strakes, greenish or reddish, which in sight are lower than the wall. Okay, so what is
mine says sunken places.
Sunken places. Wow. So
maybe were they using wood for their houses?
they must be or something, because I don't know how you get sunken things inside of a brick house.
Yeah, bricks wouldn't do
Or
that.
even a clay house. How maybe clay, like the holes in the wall? I don't know.
It could be a clay house, maybe.
It could be maybe.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, so if it owns the house, it literally would destroy the house. I don't think leprosy would destroy a brick house. So I don't know. But
Pressure washed off the wall.
yeah, but then the water's all contaminated, all that stuff. I mean, it's going to be there somewhere. All right, 38. Then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house and shut up the house 7 days.
We're back.
We're back, 7. All right, and the priest shall come again the 7th day.
What if this day ended up on Shabbat? What would they do?
It's going to be the same thing.
Are they still going
It's
to
like
go out and look at
circumcision.
it?
Yeah, it's probably like circumcision. The priest's job is never done. The priest, as much as everybody gets to rest all the day, the priests don't get that rest. I wonder what day they rest.
It probably took shifts. Like, you get this Shabbat, you'll get this day, I'll work this day.
But there's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, there's a ton of people.
There was a lot of Levites, so we'll get the head count soon enough. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people. So.
All right. And the priest shall come again the 7th day, and look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the walls of the house, then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague is, and they shall cast them into an unclean place without the city. So I don't know. It says stones. How is like?
Or did they build with rocks and put like a clay plaster over it? Is that what they did? And maybe like they ripped the rocks out of the wall.
I don't
Is that
know.
possible?
I don't know. Maybe they're repeo.
So it's obviously not a tent at this point. They're no longer in tents. They're obviously in a solid foundation where they're like ripping
This
the
one
wall
is,
out.
yeah. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Get the stones. They take away the stones without the city, and they shall cast them into an unclean place without the city. Take it outside the city gates, and he shall cause the house to be scraped within round about, and they shall pour out the dust that they scrape off without the city into an unclean place. So there you go. That's the answer right there, right? So they scraped it off. So they got it down. But you take, that's very interesting. So they shall cast them out, weigh the stones in which the plague is. Okay, so basically, you might just end up with giant holes in your house, is what I'm thinking. Like they just, whatever it is, break the stone out of the wall. Nicole, you got something?
No, you're fine.
Okay. And he shall cause the house to be scraped within about, I think I read that one.
You're on 42.
42. And they shall take the other stones and put them in the place of those stones. And he shall take other mortar and shall plaster the house.
So
again, okay. Yeah, so it is clay. Some sort of clay or something. They figure out how some sort of cement or something.
All right. Stones on the wall. That could be dangerous, though, because if the stones aren't built up for that entire wall could come down.
Yeah, you'd hope that you know how to build a house right. All right. And if the plague come again and break out in the house after he has taken away the stones and after he has scraped the house and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come and look, and behold, if the plague has be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprosy in the house. It is unclean. The whole house is toast. And he shall break down the house, the stones of it, and the timber thereof, and all the mortar of the house, and he shall carry them forth out of the city into an unclean place. Okay, why this guy's house just got destroyed? I mean, is that I'm not going to say that's not the best way to do it, because Yah always has the best way to do it. But why would they do it? Why would they knock the entire house down? First, you're supposed to scrape it, get the dust. That didn't work. Why are you destroying this entire house?
It's contaminated. You don't want, because it would probably contaminate other houses.
The air inside of it, there's a lot.
And if you destroy it, the plague is still going to be on it, and you still have to carry that stuff out of there, right?
Yeah, I'm sure the priest has some sanitary, like hazmat gear or something, or some way to
priest mat gear. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have answers to that, but his house is gone. All right. Moreover, he that goes into the house all the while that is shut up shall be unclean until the even. And he that lies in the house shall wash his clothes, and he that eats in the house shall wash his clothes. And the priest shall come in and look upon it, and behold, the plague has not spread in the house after the house was plastered. Then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed. And he shall take to cleanse the house 2 birds, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop. And he shall kill the one of the birds in an earthen vessel over running water. And he shall take the cedar wood, and the hyssop, and the scarlet, and the living bird, and dip them in the blood of the slain bird, and in the running water, and sprinkle the house 7 times. And he shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird, and with the running water, and with the living bird, and with the cedar wood, and with the hyssop, and with the scarlet. But he shall let go the living bird out of the city into the open fields, and make an atonement for the house, and it shall be clean. This is the Torah for all manner of plague of leprosy and scald. What did you guys say? Leprosy and, you guys with me?
Yeah, leprosy.
For any skin defiling skin disease for a sore.
All right, skull. All right. And for the leprosy of a garment and of a house, and for a rising, and for a scab, and for a bright spot, to teach when it is unclean, when it is clean. This is the Torah of leprosy. All right. Well, that is it. That concludes this segment, gentlemen. Any thoughts? Anything we have?
I guess if you get leprosy or some disease, try repenting, and hopefully it gets it away, or hopefully Yahweh heals you of whatever sin you committed.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it sounds fatal. It sounds like it spreads. It sounds like you have to completely be away from everybody else.
Plague in the house, would this one kill you? Would this one be like
almost like it's like a mold or something, a mold that regrows.
I don't know. I think one of our family members out there, one of their sons was investigating this. I don't know what he came up with. I mean, I suppose we should investigate it at some point. But for right now, I don't have anything else. Anything, Eli?
No commands here,
You're
I guess.
Speaking too much, son. Get up to the mic and speak less.
No commands for us right here, other than if you end up with some crazy disease in your house, repent and clean that stuff up.
Clean the house.
Clorox.
Yeah, maybe
That's the only time you probably
bleach.
ever want. Yeah, bleach. That's probably the only time you'd ever want to use that kind of evil stuff, because it's pretty deadly. I think it would kill leprosy or whatever's in your house or something of the sort. But yeah, I mean, at this point, you probably need spiritual protection, and if it is a spiritual plague of that sort, I would hope and pray that our evil speak here in the house, we don't end up developing leprosy. And if we do, we kind of identified why we would end up with leprosy today, right?
Right.
Right. So we should probably remember that our Messiah is sitting right next to us at all times. And there's definitely messengers that are reporting good and bad. And you guys remember what the Bible says about evil speak, right? It's all going to be played back to us at the end of time.
We'll be judged for every idle word we say.
Every idle word we say. And the crazy thing is, you guys all know this, but yet...
We still speak evil.
Do you guys just get bored out there? Is that it? And so it's better to start picking on each other?
That might be part of it. Like, you just, like, have a little entertainment.
Entertainment. Is that entertainment? Is it entertainment to the guy getting picked on?
Probably not.
No, but it's entertaining to everybody around you who's picking on him, huh? Huh. Interesting. All right, guys. Well, we're always throwing our sins out in the forest to everybody. It's we have a long ways to go in everything that we do, and all we can do is try to get better, and every single day is a new beginning. And we need to keep with our Creator. Our Creator has built an entirely beautiful system and a beautiful word. His Torah is love. It is patience. It is kindness. It is everything. It is the best guide to any life ever. And if you want to be real men and real women of Yah, then we absolutely need to write these commandments on our heart, mind, and soul. If we don't, then we're going to be walking in darkness, and we won't know when we're sinning. We're going to become unclean. We don't know when we're unclean, and we're not going to be presentable to Yah when we need to have clean hands, clean hearts, clean minds, and clean souls. Mostly clean tongues, right? Because out of what?
Out of the heart,
Yeah, comes.
wickedness.
Yeah, and every evil thing the man can have. The heart is the wickedest thing we have, and that's what Christians say all the time. Oh, he knows my heart. I can eat the pork. He knows my heart. Oh, I go to Sunday church and I get down in the prayers, and God knows my heart. And unfortunately, that is very true. And the heart of man is
Very
tough.
wicked. Who can understand it?
Yeah, who can understand it? All right, everyone. Anyone else have anything?
If you guys get a chance to study the Torah or the Bible at any time, you should take that chance to study it.
Yeah,
Don't
and-
pass that opportunity up.
Absolutely. And everybody that comments on this stuff, we love you guys. We really, really appreciate the comments, and that you're hanging out with us and hanging out with Yah. And yeah, may you guys have a very blessed day.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.